Hello and welcome to EduAspirants, our YouTube channel for competitive exams. This is the fourth video in the series of videos on polity. In this video, we shall learn about some more appointments of the Government of India and the procedures of the Parliament as also the state legislative assemblies. I would request you to revise the first three videos before you start viewing this video. All the best to you. Let us begin with the first appointment, that is the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. The Comptroller and Auditor General of India, known as CAG, is appointed by the President. The grounds for his removal from office are the same as for a Supreme Court judge. He is not eligible, I repeat, not eligible for further office under the union or a state government after he ceases to hold his office. The accounts of the Union of India and of the states shall be kept by him in such form as the President of India may prescribe on his advice. Also, the reports of the CAG relating to the accounts of the Union shall be submitted to the President to be laid before each House of Parliament. The reports of the CAG of India relating to the accounts of the states are submitted to the governors of the respective states to be laid before their legislatures. I'll keep repeating this. Anything and everything in the nation is in the name of the President of India. The next appointment is the Attorney General of India, generally called AGI, is appointed by the President. Any person qualified to be a judge of the Supreme Court can be appointed for the post. His duties are to give advice to the Government of India upon such legal matters and to perform such other duties of a legal nature as may from time to time be referred or assigned to him by the President of India. And he discharges the functions conferred on him by or under the Constitution or any other law for the time being in force. In the performance of his duties, the Attorney General of India shall have the right of audience in all courts in the territory of India. The Attorney General shall hold office during the pleasure of the President and shall receive such remuneration as the President may determine. The next appointment is the Solicitor General of India, who is the government's chief legal advisor and is the primary lawyer of the Government of India in the Supreme Court of India. He is the secondary law officer of the country, assisting the Attorney General of India, and is himself assisted by several additional Solicitors General of India. This is important to note. Like the Attorney General of India, the Solicitor General and the additional Solicitors General advise the government and appear on behalf of the Union of India in terms of the law officers as given in the rules 1972. However, unlike the post of Attorney General for India, which is a constitutional post under Article 76, the posts of the Solicitor General and additional Solicitors General are merely statutory, and they are appointed by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet. let us briefly see the working of the Government of India. The Government of India allocation of business rules 1961 are made by the President of India. The ministries, departments of the government are created by the President on the advice of the Prime Minister. And for what? For the business of the government. Governance is done by the Council of Ministers with the Prime Minister as its head, but in the name of the President of India. Each ministry is assigned to a minister. By whom? By the President of India, but on the advice of the Prime Minister, and each department is headed by a secretary to assist the minister. The working of the officers of the Government of India. The Cabinet Secretariat functions under the Prime Minister. The administrative head of the Secretariat is the Cabinet Secretary, who is also the ex-officio chairman of the Civil Services Board. Because he is the Cabinet Secretary, he is the chairman of the Civil Services Board. The Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration has been instituted by the government, rewarding outstanding and exemplary civil servants. The Government of India celebrates April 21 every year as the Civil Services Day. Why? The date coincides with the date when the first Home Minister of independent India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, addressed the first batch of Indian Administrative Services officers at Metcalfe House, New Delhi. For knowledge sake, the Commonwealth Association for Public Administration and Management, CAPAM, with its headquarters at Ottawa, Canada, is the organization dedicated to strengthening public management and consolidating democracy and good governance in the Commonwealth. You know Commonwealth group of nations? They are those countries which were sometime ruled by England. The role of the Department of Personnel and Training, DOPT, is divided into two parts. In its larger nodal role, it acts as the formulator of policy and the watchdog of the government. It also advises all organizations of the central government on issues of personnel management. At a more immediate level, the Department of Personnel and Training has the direct responsibility of being the cadre controlling authority for the IAS, that is the Indian Administrative Services, and the Secretariat services in the Central Secretariat. Those who are preparing for competitive exams, I'm sure would be preparing for these services also. So best wishes to you. Keep viewing our videos, which will help you in achieving your goals. The Department of Personnel and Training ensures recruitment of personnel for the government through the Union Public Service Commission, UPSC, and the Staff Selection Commission, SSC. UPSC is responsible for conducting examinations for the appointment to the higher civil services and civil posts, including recruitment to the All India services. The SSC is responsible for making recruitment to subordinate staff such as assistants, stenographers, etc. The Right to Information Act 2005 empowers the citizens, promotes transparency and accountability in the working of the government, combats corruption, and makes democracy work for people in the real sense. There are some categories of information which each public authority is required to publish suo motu. Article 343(1) of the Constitution provides that Hindi in Devanagari script shall be the official language of the Union. Article 343(2) also provides for continuing the use of English in official work of the Union for a period of 15 years, that is up to January 25, 1965, from the date of commencement of the Constitution. So do you think Hindi has been adopted and English has been removed? Let us see the next. There you are. Article 343(3) empowered the Parliament to provide by law for continued use of English for all official purposes even after January 25, 1965. The Act also lays down under Section 3(3) that both Hindi and English shall compulsorily be used for certain specified purposes. The Department of Personnel and Training has instituted under its Raj Bhasha Kirti Puraskar Yojana awarding outstanding achievements in the implementation of the official language policy of the Union. The Interstate Council. The provision for setting up an interstate council is mentioned in Article 263 of the Constitution. In pursuance of the recommendation made by the Sarkaria Commission on Center-State Relations, the Interstate Council, ISC as it is known, a recommendatory body, was set up in 1990 and investigates, discusses subjects of common interest to some or all states and union territories, or subjects referred to by the chairman of the ISC. The Prime Minister of India is the chairman of the Interstate Council. Chief Ministers of all the states and union territories having legislative assemblies, administrators of union territories not having legislative assemblies, governors of states under President's rule, and 6 cabinet ministers nominated by the chairman of the council, that is the Prime Minister, are members of the council. 5 zonal councils, northern, central, eastern, western and southern, have been set up with the objectives of bringing out national integration, for moderating state consciousness, regionalism, linguism and specific tendencies, enabling the center and the states to cooperate and exchange ideas and experiences, and establishing a climate of cooperation amongst the states for successful execution of development projects. The Union Home Minister is the chairman of all the zonal councils. The chief ministers of the member states of a council are vice chairmen by annual rotation. 2 other ministers of each member state are also members of each zonal council. The chief secretaries are the secretaries of the respective zonal councils by annual rotation, and another officer or a development commissioner and 1 officer is nominated by the planning commission for each zonal council who serves as advisor for a period of 1 year. This brings us to the end of the fourth video. The fifth video on polity concerning the system of government in states will be uploaded soon. Keep viewing, keep revising, press the bell icon, like, share, subscribe, and all the best for your future competitive exam.